Um, there we go. Hi, hi, hello. It's me, the local virtual baker, Saltea Kichee. Wow. Hi, hello. We're gonna do something kind of fun today. Something I'm actually quite excited for. Excited for a lot of things. Whenever something's food related, I'm actually quite intrigued. So, we're gonna be doing something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. Um, we are making fresh pasta, but not like fresh dry. Well, depending on how you look at it, but we're making fresh pasta today. I have no idea the attachments. I have no idea how to make fresh pasta. I do have a good recipe that I'm going to try to follow, but this is gonna be kind of fun. It's gonna be kind of interesting. Fresh pasta. I've made a whole bunch of like fettuccinis, angel hairs, ramen noodles, and stuff like that. But I've never actually made like shaped pasta noodles, which is something that I've been really wanting to try and see how to execute. I got these during Prime Day, this extruder. It was only like $20, so I'm not expecting Michelin quality, high quality star, million, all these stars and all that stuff, like quality. But I do have some expectation. I do expect to make some good food today. Um, whether or not, I do have some pasta sauces that we can cook with. So I got some. We're gonna probably make either Diavolo or Diavolo. Okay. I kind of want to do bolognese, cacciatore, or Alfredo, or all three. I could do a meal prep for my entire week, but I'm not sure. I gotta remember what's in cacciatore though. I don't remember. Chicken cacciatore. Cacciatore. Oh, it's a. Oh, okay. Uh, chicken, onion, bell. I don't have bell peppers. Okay, never mind. Can't do chicken cacciatore. I got no peppers. I could do a chicken and mushroom ordeal, say something like that, but I might not. We'll see. I might do bolognese instead. I have the means to make bolognese, so that might be more of a likely thing for me to make. I have meat, I got carrots, and all that sort of stuff to make a nice bolognese, so we'll make a bit of bolognese maybe. Yeah. Bolognese sounds good, no? Okay. Well, I don't think there's much to do in the sense of just talking here. So how about we get right into the business, yes? Let's get right into the pasta business. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. I gotta make sure, is this mic or is it a different mic? Okay, good. It is the right mic. Good. Weird. For some reason, my entire, like, microphones and stuff have been, like, wiped on OBS. So it's strange, but nonetheless, we shall persevere. I have a goal today. I have the goal to make pasta. Sorry, I just got distracted by looking at something. Alright. Just gonna wire my way around to the kitchen here. Alright. I don't know where to put this. I think I'll put it there for now. But pasta machine. Alright. So first things first, if we want to make pasta, we gotta make the dough. Something that I'm not too adjusted to when it comes to making a pasta like this kind of pasta. It's dry pasta. Well, it's not dry, it's extruded pasta. And to my knowledge, extruded pasta uses a bit more of a drier dough. So I have a recipe from my job that I'm going to try to execute. So we're going to see how well that works.
It's a very simple 1-to-1 to 1-to-1 to 1 recipe. So I should be able to execute it. Not too hard, I would hope. So just gonna have to downsize the recipe because usually this recipe is for a lot more, to say at the very least. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure everything's up to date here. My screen. There we go. Alright, so the good thing is, I want to call it good, is that the recipe is very simple. It is 1 part semolina, 1 part, or is it 1 to, I think it's 1 to 4 actually. Either way, it's 1 to 4. It's not too hard of a ratio. I think the recipe of how it works is it's 1 part semolina, 1 part double O. Oh shoot. And then 1 cup of water. So it's like 1 to 1 to 4. Alright. Milk. I'm pretty sure that it's going to mostly be composed of semolina, since that's usually the most is usually the composition of most kind of pastas. They usually are semolina. So I'm gonna do at least 4 cups worth. So I need to do, if I need to do that, I need to do 4 cups. I need to do 4 cups. I guess 4 cups of, yeah, I'm gonna do 4 cups. 2 pints. Okay, wait, this is a pint. A pint is 2 cups. So I'm gonna have to do 1/2 cup of double O. Sorry, I had to do some like mental math there for a moment. Don't worry, I'll try to minimize the math today. I'm not sure how much I've been doing math recently, but I've been doing quite a numerous amount of math on stream. The funny math. How are you guys doing today? Are you guys well? I'm not sure how many of you actually decided to watch last night's stream, but my goodness, that was quite the late night stream for me. I'm never usually up that late. At that point, I'm quite passed out asleep. So, kind of surprised that I lasted so long as I did. Really, not usually used to being awake for that long. It's funny, I have like so many kinds of flowers around where I live. In my apartment here. It's kind of funny, because like, you know, the ordinary person is gonna have like maybe 2 kinds of flowers, maybe 1, maybe 2 at most. You know, people are probably gonna, or normal people I would imagine would only have like all-purpose flour. I'm a psychotic maniac. I have all-purpose flour, cornmeal, semolina, whole wheat flour, double O flour, bread flour, rye flour, cake flour. And I know I'm a baker and also all that whatnot, but I don't even think I bake that much. Especially the cake flour. I don't usually use cake flour that often. But there are some cases to where I do like to use it. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna put my mixer attachment on. No salt. I'm gonna add no salt to this because it's not in the recipe, I guess. I'm gonna get some water, and I'm just gonna add this as I need it. I'm gonna add that 1 cup first, and we're gonna mix it. So what we're looking here is for a sort of sand quality when it comes to this dough. We're not supposed to make it composed. It's just sort of it's supposed to sort of come together as like a sandy sort of texture. Here, I'm gonna try and make it so you guys can actually see it. Very rarely do I actually get the mixer out, so might as well let you look at it a bit. Although the coloring is kind of hard, it's hard to see, I do understand. So, I apologize. Okay, let's see what we got here. Alright, so we might need that. I need to probably add more water. As you can see, there's a very sandy quality to it all. But the thing that we're looking for, despite the sandiness that it is, the grittiness, we want it to more or less come together if we squeeze it together and compact it. Like, it's a little bit too crumbly, so that means it's too dry to extrude. So I'm going to add just a touch more water. We're going to just play it by eye. I'm gonna say play it by ear, but playing it by ear doesn't really make sense in this regard. We're not gonna really be, whatchamacallit. We're not really, who is to say, is it, hold on, it's gonna come to me. We're not really listening, we're more or less feeling it and looking at it, so playing it by eye isn't even really correct either, if I really think about it. Alright, gonna add a touch more water. So far, I've only added about 3/4 a cup of water. Still a little dry, but I feel like this might be enough. We'll see. Alright. It's nice to make a dough and I don't have to worry about gluten structure for once. Pasta is one of those... Dry pasta for like this is something that you don't really have to worry about gluten structure as much. When you make fresh pasta dough and you want to make like... I don't know, you want to make like raviolis, lasagna sheets, or other kind of pastas like that, you do have to worry about developing the gluten a little bit at least. But what it seems like here, seems like I got plenty enough liquid. Oh, also fun fact about pasta, a little small thing. Technically, since we're not using egg, this is actually macaroni. There's actually two kinds of pasta doughs you can make. Your traditional pasta dough, which uses egg yolks and such. And then you can have pasta without the egg. And then you have macaroni. I forgot why it's like that. I don't have the answer to it. And honestly, I don't think I care enough to know. It's just a small little thing. A really silly thing, but... Alright. Let's see. So, as you can see, it all comes into a nice little fine dough like this. It's crumbly, but it's not... Oh, shoot. Hold on. It's crumbling, but it's also not terribly wet. But it's still moderately dry to where extrusion of it won't be too horrible. So with that, we have our pasta dough made. Just like that. Easy, right? That's the easy part, unfortunately. That's the easy part, though. The next part, I'm not really too adversed in. I'm not too knowledgeable of how this works. I've only seen my coworkers at my job do it, but that's only me taking a quick glance over to what they're doing. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm kind of playing it by eye. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm too stubborn to look up how to do stuff my own, because looking up stuff is too much work for me. Alright. Here we go. I'm gonna put the bowl to the side for now, and get my pasta kit. Yes! Alright. Here we are. This is the pasta pressed attachment for a KitchenAid blender. Okay, there's a lot of nonsense here. Let's see here. There's a toothbrush for a giant. There's the actual extruder right here. And, where are the shapes? Oh, those are the shapes. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna clean that a little bit. Alright. Oh. Oi, my phone's blowing up. Jeez. Stop it. Stop texting me. Here. Alright. Let's see here. So this looks like a meat grinder So from what I see here, let's see. Hold on, how do I assemble this thing? Combine the. Okay, wait. So I'm gonna disassemble it. I think that's gonna be the first thing I should do. Okay, there we go. Does this come out? No. Okay, it's all one thing. Alright, so I assume I unlock this, lock it in place on my mixer, and, okay, so what kind of pasta shape should we do? I got a few good pasta shapes, but I'm not sure which one I should go for. Let me see, is there a name for them in this book here? It's a user manual, I would hope so. Okay, there's fusiletti, spaghetti. Ooh, spaghetti. Fun. Spaghetti, fusiletti, bucatini. Ooh, that'd be really fun. Rigatoni, large macaroni, and small macaroni. So it looks like this is macaroni. Maybe we do a macaroni. Spaghetti, fusilli, and rigatoni. I'm actually quite interested in that. Shame that we don't have any penne, but I imagine penne is going to be a bit more difficult to do. Alright. So, I imagine... Wait, which one is this one? This is not... I don't think this one's part of the manual. Oh, that's the bucatini. Do I want to do bucatini? Is the extruder a mixer attachment or a standalone? It's an attachment. It was actually fairly cheap. I got it for $20, though it was on Prime Day, so that's why I was able to get such a good deal. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out which pasta shape should we do. I don't feel like doing a small macaroni, so that's out of the ordeal. Bucatini sounds really fun, but I think bucatini is kind of annoying to eat, honestly. But it kind of works for meat sauces, and I do intend on doing a bolognese. So, we also have a rigatoni. I do enjoy myself a nice rigatoni, but I feel that it's kind of boring too in comparison to what we can make. So I'll leave that right here. So here, I'm gonna put on the ones that I want to really do on the right, the ones I might want to do on the left, and I'm gonna put the ones I don't want to do back in the bag. Fusilli seems really fun. I think we should definitely do fusilli. It's the spiral noodle. Those are real fun to eat, so they also catch a lot of sauce. Rigatoni. You can't go wrong with a good rigatoni. And honestly, for me, I think spaghetti is a good one too to do. So, can't say no to spaghetti. It's simple, you know? So, I do want to do at least two okay. I think I'm gonna try and do bolognese today. I think pasta bolognese seems really good. I would do an Alfredo, but I had mushroom Alfredo the other day and it was splendiferous. It was delicious, but I think I want to go for something a little bit more hearty. A little bit of a meat bolognese. I've been craving some meat recently, so I want some protein. Alright, so what I'm thinking I'm gonna probably do, I'm definitely gonna make spaghetti. Spaghetti bolognese is a classic. I think we're gonna do that first. Bucatini, I want to see just how that turns out. So I got that. That's gonna be the bucatini. Fusilli, I want to see how that turns out. And whatever this one is. Oh, that's small macaroni. Hold on. Small macaroni is kind of boring. I don't want to do that. I think it is. Hold on. It's so hard to actually tell which is which. Okay, so this is actually large macaroni. Bucatini is apparently this one. This is rigatoni, so we're not doing rigatoni. That's kind of boring. This is should be bucatini. Oh no, that's bucatini. So wait, what's this one? Okay, wait. Bucatini, is that the rigid one? Okay, so the rigid one, this is bucatini. This one is small macaroni. I don't want to do that. Large macaroni, I kind of want to see. So there's that. Alright, there we go. Got our pasta shapes now. I really want to try and do spaghetti first. If we can do spaghetti, I'm imagining we can pretty much do any other shape, so. Okay, so I imagine put one together like this. Okay. How do I put it together now? Right, that's on. What's this? Is this supposed to be like a food press? Okay. Okay. So I just put this on it facing down by the looks of it. Okay. Next, I imagine I screw this on. Okay. Okay, I put this cage on to fasten the pasta extruder. Or the pasta shape, at least. There we go. Should be tuck away. And, assembled successfully. That's all it is. Here, let me show you. I'm gonna at least take it off the mixer and show you what it's supposed to look like. Apparently, it's supposed to look like this. Alright. Enough sightseeing. Let's make some pasta here, yes? Or at least I hope to. Alright. I'm gonna just really quickly, just to preserve any mess that I might make. I'm going to get some parchment paper. Got some nice sheets of parchment too. So, sheets of parchment. And I'm just gonna simply put the dough into the mixer here. Hope for the best. Okay, I'm making a bit of a mess here by the sounds of it and looks of it. Alright. So, I imagine I load the pasta dough into the mixer. Okay, it's nice that I have all this stuff. Assembly, using the pasta attachment. Use the food press to press the dough. Okay. Combine the out port with the clutter. Looks fine to me. Okay. Combine. Okay, so by the looks of it, we just turn it on. Okay. Here we go. Hello? Pasta? Coming out? Alright, okay. Something doesn't seem right. Alright. Hello? Anyone there? Retro. Oh, is this thing not in all the way? Or not in correctly? Alright, hold on. Ay, hold on. Oof, I think it's not broke, but I think I kind of did. Oh, okay, I know exactly what happened. Okay, I think I understand. Oh, wait, no, I actually do understand. Okay. Hopefully, what I did fixed it. Not sure if pasta extruders are supposed to sound like a turbine engine on a startup. That's just the mixer, so... Alright. Oh, okay, that's what this is. Alright, here we go. Round 2. Come on. Give me a little bit. Give me a little bit, please. Is it too wet? I think I gotta put more dough in then. Oh, it's coming out! Oh my god, it's coming out! I just need to add more dough. Ooh! Oh, that's so cool! Is it supposed to be higher? Oh my god, it's coming out! I'm not sure if you see it right now, but it is actually extruding pasta. Oh, that's so cool though. Oh my god, it worked! We have pasta! A little bit, but that's pasta still. That's spaghetti. Oh my god. Alright, we're just gonna toss that in a bit of semolina. Alright. Wow, our first bits of spaghetti! Oh my god, that's actually kind of cool. I like that. Alright, continuing. Oh, it's coming out now! Oh, that's so cool. Alright, gotta continue pressing it out though. Gotta put in my effort as well. Ah, it's just a bit of, it just takes a little bit of encouragement, a bit of pressing. Oh, I'm also realizing I 100% need to actually put it on I was going on low, but it needs to go on high, I think. Okay, okay, look at that. That's pretty neat. I'm just gonna let it actually dry out here so I can actually cook it a little bit better. But I definitely feel like I probably made it a tad wet, but we're gonna continue and persevere. That's what stubbornness does. Alright, let's go. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, so far so good. Okay. Sorry about being so quiet there. I was trying to focus on the extrusion, but my god, that's so cool! Look at this! We got spaghetti! I'm gonna let it dry out a bit, but look, we actually got extrusions of spaghetti! Oh, that's so cool! And the thing about spaghetti that people don't realize, really good fresh-made spaghetti is going to have little impurities on, not impurities, but imperfections on the actual strands. So it actually coats it a bit more better with, what is it? It coats a lot better and can actually pick up sauce a bit better too. So that's kind of neat. That's cool. It's nice. Alright. Anyways, that's spaghetti though. We got some more pastas I want to try and make. So I'm gonna just break it down and start seeing what else we can make, because this is pretty neat. This is like playing with a toy for the first time. I just went to Toys R Us or something and got an amazingly cool toy. Okay. Yosh. Not gonna lie, I was a little worried because I thought that there was smoke, but I think it's just steam, just due to the amount of friction is happening with this machine. Gotta make sure I gotta clean this machine very nicely before I use it again. Actually, really quickly, I'm gonna try to just... Alright. I just had to get any excess pasta dough out. I don't want to burn this thing out. And especially my mixer, one thing. I really don't want to ruin that thing. This mixer is so important for me. If I lose it or break it, it's gonna be so over for me. Okay, there we go. Cleaned it out. Lock it back in place. Click. Yeah, that's so cool though. I imagine I'll clean that later. Ah, cleanup. Of course, cleanup. It's always the thing. I don't actually mind cleanup, so I'm not really too worried about it. Alright, what do we try next? I say we try a little touch of bucatini? I think we try the bucatini one. Bucatini's fun, so let's do that. Alright, slide it in. It's not going through the square hole, come on. Oh, there we go. Click. Okay. Made the clicky click noise. Gonna tie this back on. And that should do it. There we go. Gonna put our pasta dough back in the mix. It is a little wet, but it still seems to be working, so don't fix what's not broken, right? Just getting a lot of the dough scattered around here, though. You know what? Let me just funnel it in like this. There we go. All right. Let's see. Let's see how this bucatini comes out. Yes. Yosh. All right. Here we go. Okay, so it's not bucatini. I think this is the macaroni. Whoops. Seems pretty cool. Seems pretty nice. So I'm already seeing an issue here, and that, yeah, for a fact, the dough is in fact too wet. So I'm not gonna try and ruin this machine. It's new, I don't want to ruin it already. Unfortunately, that means I have to toss the dough that I do have. I gotta make new dough. That shouldn't be too bad. I'd rather throw it all away than break an entire machine. A new machine, nonetheless. It is what it is, but I'd rather throw away $1 or a few cents worth of equipment, of ingredients, than a $20 piece of equipment. You gotta take what you can get. Alright. Actually, honestly, I think I'm going to actually just run with the pasta I do have. Maybe I'll just hold on to this pasta, make it into like fresh pasta, and do something like that. But yeah, this is good pasta dough, just not good for good pasta dough for extrusion. We're gonna end up breaking this machine. Well, I'm going to. So, okay. I'd like to do other pastas, but at the same time, I'm getting a little lazy, so I'm not going to. That's cool. We can do fresh pastas? Oh, that's gonna be so awesome to do. Alright. I have to clean up these attachments later, though. I'm gonna put them elsewhere for now. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be some nice future streams in the future. Alright. Those Discord notifications are me, by the way. Don't be too scared. There is no ghost. That is just me. It's not you, by the way. It is me. So, apologies. Hi, Mahler. Hello, hello. Welcome in. We're making pasta. Extruded pasta, nonetheless. And for some reason, I decided, let's go simple. Let's make spaghetti. And, well, here we are, making spaghetti. I was gonna do like fusilli and macaroni and stuff like that, but the dough was a little bit too wet. So, to not break my machine, we're just gonna stick with what we got for now. Got a whole bunch of spaghetti though, so that's a good thing. Just gonna try and more evenly distribute it all here. It is starting to stick. I'm starting to feel it. So there we go. Now for a workout regimen that allows us to keep on the bulk. Possibly, maybe. Might be a possibility. I'm sorry. I'll shut up. I'm just trying to make sure none of this is actually sticking. The worst thing to have when you make fresh pasta is when it starts sticking and doesn't cook correctly. So I'm just covering this in semolina and trying to make sure it dries out. If I let it dry out a touch, it will get more al dente and it'll be more like a dry pasta. And then I can actually let it what is it? I can actually start freezing the pasta. So now here's the nice thing too. I don't have to buy pasta anymore. I can just make pasta and just freeze it. And like, you know those stores that sell fresh pasta for like $20 or something like that? $10 or something? Now I don't have to do that. I can just buy flour to make it. And I have spaghetti just like that. Alright. I'm gonna let that dry out over here for now. And I'm gonna just start cleaning up this area so we can start making some bolognese. Have to keep on that bulk. So we're gonna make a meat sauce meat sauce. Yeah. No like meat sauce because I just wanna make meat sauce. I want a bolognese. There's no reasons, I just want bolognese. But bolognese is a fairly straightforward thing. Meat sauce, tomatoes, yada yada, you know? I'll clean this all up later. That's for after stream. Alright. Something about marinara sauce that allows you to inhale massive quantities of carbs and protein. Pasta is just a great thing. Who doesn't love a good thing of pasta? Maybe people with celiacs, but even at that, even when there's someone with celiacs, they still look for alternatives to eat pasta. And if you still look for alternatives, doesn't mean you don't like it. So, alright. That was fun. But now let's get into some more, I don't know what the word would be, some more, I wouldn't say interesting, but more easy things, I guess would be a better word to say. Pasta bolognese. Very simple sort of ordeal. It's gonna be meat, some tomato product, and veggies. Alright, I just gotta try and rub all this dough off my hands. Ugh. Alright. Oh, also I am making bread today, too. I just kind of thought that would make sense. If I'm making pasta, a little bit of bread with it would be nice as well, no? Ooh, 600 degrees. Nice. And also, just to show off some more fun stuff I got when it was Prime Day, I got a really neat looking lame, or lame, whatever you want to say. A really nice looking razor. It's really cool. You just have to open it though. Lame, whatever you would like to call it. Ooh, look at that. The engravement's very pretty. Now how do I use it though? It's pretty, but what? Now does it work though? That's the real question. A what? It's a lame. It's French. It's L-A-M-E. Lame, lame. There's words for it, but some people call it a lame, something like that. I'm gonna use this to actually make some bread, because I'm actually am baking today too, because why not? Alright. But yeah, essentially what this is, it's gonna hold a razor and keep it safe from me. So, that's what it is. That's essentially what it's gonna do. It's gonna keep me safe as I start cutting the bread. Scoring the bread. Sorry. We're not cutting bread. We're actually just scoring it. And we're not really... cutting is really not the right word to use. Because we are just kind of making little things on it. Making little lines on it. Okay. Let's take a little look-see. Let's take a little gander at my dough that's been rising this entire time. It's nice and jiggly. I just hope that it actually comes out of the basket. Oh, wait, hold on. Almost forgot. Cornmeal. Cornmeal helps it cook a little bit more evenly on the bottom. And if you do it before the flip, it makes it cook a little bit better. Alright. Gravity, please do your thing. I hope I floured this enough. It's not sticking too much yet. There we go. Alright, let's see, how does this work? Not too bad. Definitely had worse. Just one simple score shall do. And then 1, 2, 3. Ah, beautiful. Alright. Need my nice little mitts. Got the cast iron. Steamy. Gonna put this loaf here. And we're gonna give it its one last nap in the... Alright, lad. I expect you to become big and puffy and delicious when you come out. Aye! Whew. Oven's hot. Ah, had to hurt. Okay, so I think giving that at least 20 minutes should be a good enough time. That should be sufficient. Only ever saw the bakers put the razor blade on those sticks. Like a shaftlet. I actually do have that. I have a little, that's an actual I have several of those actually. I got one from this. I still have yet to use it. But I just don't like the sticks. I feel like I have less control. So I bought this just to see how well it works, and it seems to work pretty nice. So I might need to do a bit more field testing, if anything. But field testing and all that nonsense aside, it's time to cook. Chat, it's time. Okay, spaghetti bolognese. That is the menu of choice that we are cooking today. Well, not menu, that is the item of choice that I have decided for us to cook today. And it's very easy, very simple. I don't really have a recipe, so if you want to make this at home, I'm gonna say the most Asian thing ever. Just use your heart. Feel it. Just feel it. It's no measuring, no nothing, just feel it in your soul, in your heart, in your hands, in your brain. Is that really the most Asian thing? I'm just presuming. But I'm gonna use 2 cloves of garlic. Ow. Ow, it hurts. I'm gonna use half a white onion, a tomato I have, and before anyone thinks that it's rotten, it's not. It was frozen, and for some reason, when it was frozen, it thawed out, and now it's like uber soft and stuff. Not rotten. Not rotten. It was just frozen. Let's see. I have some carrots. Good. I'm gonna use a carrot. I'm gonna use some celery. And that should be it. Other than one thing, which is part of the thing that makes bolognese. Meat. Oh, come on. Please. Thank you. Alright. So I'm just gonna peel this carrot over my trash can right now, so I just don't make a mess on my countertop. Yep. Alright. Ooh. Boop. this tomato is kind of making it kind of easy for me because I just kind of wanted to chop it up. Just a nice chopped tomato, nothing crazy about it. It'll add a bit of freshness. Yeah, this tomato, I know, I'm just thinking to myself, because it does look odd. It does look off, and I will admit to that. But I literally bought it, like, yesterday, so it can't. Could have not gone that bad at that quick of time. So, a nice fresh crushed tomato. Okay. Actually gonna use my other knife, my better knife. This one's a little sharper too. Alright. I'm gonna put this tomato on a different container for now. And I'm gonna clean my board real quick. Okay, let's see here. I'm just gonna do some simple things. Not gonna go crazy, go Michelin style with all this such. I need to get my quart container though. I want to start filling it up because I'm gonna make stock soon. Maybe. So 2 cloves of garlic, maybe around 3, because this is a pretty big clove. And bigger's the better when it comes to garlic. The more garlic, the better. If you're not really garlic forward and you're kind of a normal person, unlike me, I would probably suggest maybe 1 clove. But listen, if you're gonna make good food and you want to make good Italian food, you're gonna probably want to use just maybe an extra clove or 2. Yep. Yeah, I gotta save these skins. They're good for stock. They add some minor flavor. This, I'm going to just cut the ends off here. I'm gonna cut and peel the skin away, the parchment of the skin. And I am gonna just really quickly cut this stuff off. It's a little soft. And although it doesn't really have an impact on flavor, it will have an impact on me cutting, so I'd rather not cut myself here. Anyways, I'm gonna just try and cut this as, not professionally, but as nicely and uniform as possible. Okay, and dice. There we go. The dice right there. So, I'm gonna do this if I was in a rush or something, because I'm not gonna lie, I am getting a tad hungry here. So, I'm actually gonna already start my pan. Alright. Pan. Get the pan hot. Okay. Get the pan hot. I'm gonna start with some olive oil into the pan. I'm gonna now throw all my onion in, since that is gonna be something I want to cook the longest. Let that caramelize, let that get some good flavor. So I'm gonna throw that all in. Next, I'm gonna start dicing my celery. That. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, celery has been cut. Alright, now the carrots. I'm gonna make some planks here, flat surface so I don't have it roll around. Make these nice little planks on top of each other, make some juliennes or matchsticks. Yep. I think I'm thinking, do I want to cut this other bit of carrot? Yeah, I kind of do. Right. Put them all together, line them up, and chop, chop, chop. Now there is a lazier way to do this, to make all this stuff, but I am doing this just because I want to start practicing knife skills again. I don't usually cut mirepoix and stuff at home very often, or just really cut that at work even. It's more or less kind of mixing stuff together and cooking stuff correctly. Oh, shoot. Okay, I might have just almost gassed myself out there if I did not check. Woo, okay. Ay vey. Okay, I almost gassed myself out with carbon monoxide. Let's freaking go. I just realized my gas was on, but the burner wasn't. Typical stuff, you know. Won't be the first time that's happened this month. Thought I was feeling a little lightheaded too. Right, I'm just gonna cut the rest of this carrot. I know it's not a lot of people like carrots and stuff in their bolognese. Like, some people even like adding mirepoix to their bolognese. I think the carrots add nice color, you know? Nice color, good visuals. And they add a bit of sweetness, too. They just have good overall flavor. Right? There we go. A little bit more celery than carrot than celery, but you know what? That's all fine by me. Your hood vent doesn't vent the air outside. No. It just kind of blows it away. It doesn't really cook. I mean, it doesn't really, what is it? It doesn't really take it and put it somewhere else. It kind of more or less, what is it? Pushes it somewhere else in the room. It's not a very good vent. Right. I sliced some garlic, but I want to do a mince. Mincing garlic is a lot better if you want more strong garlic flavor. If you want a nice strong garlic flavor, you're gonna really want to mince. Slicing is convenient, but mincing, you break down the cell walls and this and that of the garlic, and you're able to intensify that flavor of garlic into whatever you're trying to cook. It does cook quicker, so you gotta be careful about that. Other than that, not too much of a real worry if you just be careful with temperature and add the garlic a little later as you cook everything else down. So, there you go. Some nice minced garlic. And all before my onions were actually cooking. Okay. I'm done. Toss in the pan. Gonna start giving them a bit of salt. So start flavoring it and get that more seasoned. I'm gonna just throw in the rest of the mirepoix for now. Why not? Throw in all the carrots, throw on the celery, all that love. Gonna make our bolognese taste real nice. And also remember when I said you want to add garlic later at the end? Don't do what I'm doing. I'm very impatient. And also very hungry. Ooh. Right. I'm gonna add just a touch more olive oil. Needs a little bit more fat to cook in. I'm gonna add just a touch more salt. Like, actually add salt this time, though. Yeah. I'm gonna cook this down, but also to try to add and maximize more flavor in this, I'm actually going to really quickly grab a bay leaf. I'm gonna get a bay leaf, throw it into here. Only one, since we're not really making a whole lot of bolognese, just a little bit. Here we go. Just gotta let that cook down a bit. Gotta have my crushed tomato on standby. And the pasta's pretty dried out at this point. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now what I'm gonna do with some of it, I'm actually gonna put it in a container, freeze it, and now I have some fresh spaghetti whenever I want. Or heck, I might do it with all of it. I might just cook it all. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna cook it all today. I'm not gonna save it. The heck with it. Why not? If I make too much, that's just leftovers. I don't mind a bit of leftover fresh bolognese. Sounds quite nice, honestly. Alright, we got our pasta noodles right here at the ready. They're not gonna take too long to cook, so I'm gonna have them to the side here for now. Okay, I'm gonna go really quickly pick up some fresh herbs. I have some fresh herbs outside that I'm gonna go pick. I trust you all to take care and watch the stove for me, alright? Make sure nothing burns, okay? Be right back. Nothing's burning, right? Okay, good. I knew I could trust you guys to watch over my got some fresh herbs, freshly picked from the garden. Actually, I'm surprised. The basil I've been growing, they're huge, they're plump, they're big. Very, very fragrant as well, so it's gonna add some nice flavor and color. I mean, flavor and aroma to this. Gotta really quickly just fill up my watering can. Are you a professional chef? Your knife and pan skills seem much higher than the average VTuber. Many thanks for the compliment. But yes, I do this professionally. In some regards, I'm a professional baker. It's just part of the kit, don't you know? Since I'm a professional baker, I'm also very much a professional cook as well. Although I've never really worked in a bakery before, but I do know my way around a kitchen as well. I just have to fill up my watering can real quick. Alright. So, this is where it's nice and caramelized, has great color and this and that. But I'm gonna actually let that go for a bit, because I'm now gonna take some of the herbs and I'm gonna wash off my parsley. It has a bit of dirt, so I wanna wash that off. I'm definitely gonna wash off this thyme, because I wanna make sure I add some flavor of the thyme. So I'm just gonna really not gonna do anything special with it. If anything, I might just cut off a bit more of the stem wherever I put my scissors. Oh, there they are. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just gonna take my thyme and just throw it in. I'm just gonna let it steep in there. I don't really feel like cutting it, so I'm not going to. I just want the flavor, so I wanted that to permeate. Alright, watering can is filled. There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that go in now. Let that cook in, and then once I don't want it anymore, I'll just pull it out. Gonna add that crushed tomato now. Add a bit of fragrance, a bit of flavor, a bit of nice freshness to the dish. And also just a bit of that tomato flavor as well. But we don't stop there, because I want to add more tomato. So I'm just gonna go in this real quick. And I'm actually gonna throw just a touch, not much. I'm gonna throw in some tomato paste in there. Adds a much more deepened flavor. I'm gonna add so much more than just using just fresh tomato. And also adding a bit more color too, which is also welcomed. Gonna make sure I really get that nice and caramelized in here though. Especially tomato paste, you can really start cooking the heck out of that. Now with me adding all that tomato product, you can kind of see everything kind of come together, no? Gonna try and cook this up on higher heat. I really want this nicely to caramelize. Get some good color. But yeah, for I guess I do have a touch more skill than the average VTuber when it comes to cooking. I don't know, I like cooking. Cooking fun. Very fun. Not much to really comment on that, you know? Speaking of which, I'm gonna put this on the back burner for a sec. Alright. Because I want to grab my bread Oisha! Gosh. Alright. Let's see. How did it turn out? 3, 2, 1. Grand reveal. Ooh. Looking kind of nice. It's not too bad. That's an okay loaf. Wish it had a bit more rise, but that's a beautiful loaf right there. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, I just need to pick it up and put it somewhere else, though. Alright, loaf, you're coming with me. Ooh. I'll let that cool off over here for now. I need my stovetop back, though. Alright, cast iron, thank you for doing your job. Off you go! Back to the shelf you go. Alright, back to the cooking we do. Ooh, wait, I need to go grab another ingredient. It's for this bolognese now, but, do I have any? Chardonnay. Do I have oh, Cabernet Sauvignon. Yeah, perfect. A little bit of red wine. That's, yeah, red wine will do. Red wine will do just fine. Nice Cabernet Sauvignon. I'm gonna add this to the dish once I get a nice color to that. I want to make sure I add nice color. I want this nice and dark. I want this, like, not burnt, but I want this, like, dark. I want this brown. Blessed Lodge Combo Dutch Oven. It's a great oven. It is so good. I actually have a Dutch oven that I use for more cooking applications. That oven right there is specifically my baking oven. All bread applications go in there. No ands, ifs, or buts. Ooh, look at that paste. Look at this, like, lovely, just caramelized, colored, and cooked vegetable paste we made here. So good. So this is actually where I'm gonna make like almost a veggie omelet, if you will, and throw it onto here. Since I only have such a small pan, I actually have to do the browning of the meat in a open pan, a clean pan at that. So I have like, I think half a pound of ground beef here. I'm not gonna cook all of it though. It was only, it is only, yeah, it's a pound. It was I got a pound of ground beef and it was only $6. So like, I kinda saw it when I was shopping today and it's like, you know what? For today's stream, bolognese sounds good. So, it was either bolognese or shrimp diavolo. So, I'm only gonna use probably half a pound though. So, I'm gonna crumble it up here. There we go, that should be good. And here's a fun thing about, I'm gonna add a little bit more, why not? Here's a fun thing about, what is it? Whatchamacallit? About cooking ground beef. I know a lot of people will usually have an issue, like, oh no, I can't cook my ground beef because it's, whatchamacallit? It's sticking too much. And I can't get it all nice and crumbly like you would see in, like, commercials and such. I'm not sure how how well known this hack is, but if you have a potato masher, this is probably the best way to crumble up your beef. I'm just gonna really quickly just like start crumbling as we speak. Oh, almost forgot. Adding salt. Never forget the salt. Okay. So yeah, if you ever want to really cook like a nice crumbly beef, you don't want any big chunks of beef, if you actually use a potato masher, it actually helps crumble it all together. You are going to really need to use a spatula or whatnot, because it's going to get stuck. You know, just how it is. It's kind of the nature of the beast. There we go. Crush, crush, crush. Yeah. I use my hands. I'm not really too worried about the heat. I have a few calluses on my fingers at this point, so I don't mind it. Gonna add a bit of cracked black pepper here, though. Hi, broccoli. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Alright. Seems to be all cooked now. The final press now. And there we go. It's all nice and crumbly. There's not huge big chunks. It's all nice and crumbled up together now. There we go. So now, I'm just going to really quickly use my potato press here. There's a lot of grease here, so I'm going to just really quickly throw it out in my trash can here. Don't really want a greasy bolognese. It's not going to be very nice to look at, let alone very nice to eat. A little grease is fine, just not all that much. That was a little bit too much for me. Ugh. But now this is where I will reintroduce our veggies. We'll reintroduce that into the mix, and I'll mix it all back together. Might have made a little bit too much bolognese, which is not a bad thing, but I can probably freeze some of it and make it for another pasta day. I don't probably have to make fresh pasta again, but I'll probably make like dried pasta that I have in boxes still. Do that and then call it a day. Make myself a nice bolognese. So we have all this stuff in here. We got our tomato, celery, onion, tomato paste, garlic, onion. Got our ground beef. We got some herbage going on. We got some bay leaf to add a bit more flavor. I can probably take it out at this point. It's done its job, so bye-bye. Alright. Now, I know it might seem weird, but I'm gonna put a bit of this Cabernet Sauvignon red wine into this pan here, with good reason. I'm putting it there so when I pour it into here, it's gonna take whatever bit of liquid that was still in this pan, since it was orange, and I'll reintroduce it back into here. And there we go. Gonna let that cook down now, and our bolognese is pretty much done. Now I could make this more saucy if I wanted to add some more crushed tomato or something like that. But I have a secret weapon when it comes to adding a bit more creaminess, if you will, for a bolognese. I've got a very useful secret weapon here. I'm also just going to add a touch of water so it helps cook down a little bit faster. Not faster, but helps give it more volume to cook down and doesn't burn. fun thing that not a lot of people utilize, just using water in your cooking. Yeah, you know, using chicken stock is nice and all, but a bit of a take. I feel like if you add chicken stock to something, you kind of taste more chicken than what you're actually trying to make. So, adding a bit of water helps kind of not neutralize the flavor, but makes it more what it's supposed to be and less chicken, you know? That's my take, at least. Wonder if the pan coating will stand up to that, though. Pan coating of what? Alright. Well, either way around it, I'm just gonna let this kind of braise out for a bit. Let the herbs kind of get there, get to know each other. But now, I'm just gonna start cutting up some parsley. There's no real reason why I want to add parsley to the dish. More just visuals, I guess, if anything at all. I do have some Parmesan, so I'm gonna definitely use that to garnish. If I had any ricotta, I would love to use some ricotta instead. But unfortunately, I just don't have that right now. Parmesan is the next best thing. Alright. Fret not, though. That's not the only thing I'm going to be using as garnish. Because I actually do, as I've already mentioned, have some nice fresh basil. I'm going to make sure I keep two big leaves here. But for now, I'm going to get my knife again, and I'm going to do a nice chiffonade. So I'm going to like really, really tightly spin that up and do nice thin strokes to get a nice thin chiffonade. Ooh, smell it. It's so floral. It smells like good basil. Having cooking with freshly grown basil always will beat store-bought, no matter what. Even if it's store-bought, I don't know. It might be sitting there for a while, who knows? But the only way to beat store-bought is either growing it yourself or going to like a local farmer or something like that that grows stuff like this. I'm doing the same thing for my parsley as well. I'm just gonna do a very simple chiffonade. Nope. And now I'm going to add that in as well. A bit of parsley, a bit of color, a bit of visual representation. It's all gonna be good. It's gonna be grand. When you were mashing the meat, I'm not so sure about the strength of the newfangled non-stick pan coatings. Oh, this is not non-stick, so there's no worry about that in my head. 100%, this is not a non-stick pan. Or at least I think it's non-stick. I mean, I think it's not non-stick. And even if it is, it's gone through a lot of business. This thing has gone through and seen many things. The masher is not going to be the worst thing to happen to it. So, alright, that aside, it's time to do a little tasting. Let's see here. Let's take a little taste here. Alright. Let's see. Alright. It's good. It honestly just needs a really large amount of salt. It has no salt. It needs salt. That should fix it now. Try this again. Where are we now, taste buds? Yeah, we're a lot better. But now I think it's a good idea, a good time to start not introducing, but start cooking the pasta. Right? I have another dish here, another burner going on. I don't want to show it because I'm honestly way too lazy to... Well, not too lazy. It's just I can't move the camera. It's kind of stationary. So, but lo and behold, trust me when I say this, I do have a pot of boiling water right here. And what I'm gonna do is just get this water to a nice simmering, nice rolling boil, and then I'm gonna throw my pasta in, and we're gonna start making the bolognese. Because this is all pretty much set and ready to go. I'm gonna start taking the time out, because I was too lazy to take it out. To cut it up. And I just wanted a bit of thyme flavor, a subtlety, if you will. There we go. This is a pretty good bolognese. But it is a lot, so maybe I might have made a bit too much. Oh, there's another thyme. Not terribly a lot though, because I'm just going to just get a ladle here. And I'm just gonna start scooping it into another container for now. I'll freeze this and then I'll be able to eat it later. Fresh bolognese. Can't get better than that, no? Okay. I'm gonna freeze this for later. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna turn down low. Oh, I need my secret weapon. My secret weapon to making this even just a step better from what it could be. This is not just your any ordinary top of the line butter. But this is garlic butter. So I'm gonna add a nice little lodge of that in there. We'll call it happy days. I want to do that at the end. If I do it right now, I might break the sauce. So I'm going to do it when my pasta water is ready. Yeah. Alright. Looking good. Looking good. Well, might as well, since I can. I'm going to start doing my dishes. Gotta get a fork for myself, though. You know, it's not very often to actually do these cooking streams. It's kind of fun. I'm more of a baker kind of guy, as you may know. So, baking on stream is a little bit more... how would you say? It is a touch more troublesome for me. Just because baking requires just a lot of technique, waiting. But cooking is a lot more fast-paced. A lot more, okay, I can do this and do that and do this and do that. Kind of like snowballing, if you will. So there's a lot more, how would you say, freedom in that regard? Because I don't have to wait, really, usually. If I do have to wait, I would have to just, like, well, wait right now. I'm able to utilize this time to actually do some cleaning, so that's good, you know? Yeah, okay. Okay, The water is getting to a boil at this point. Now I'm gonna start adding the pasta. Boppity boopty, the fresh pasta. A lot less kitchen scaly. Yeah, a lot less measuring, and a lot more just throw it together. Make it look good. Taste good. Yeah. Alright. The pasta's in though. And the good thing about fresh pasta is that it cooks really quickly, so I'm not too worried about how long it takes to cook. But now, I'm gonna cut my heat off, and I'm gonna start swirling in this butter. Butter's gonna add a nice finish, a bit of shine, a bit of creaminess, richness, and also that lovely, lovely, lovely flavor of garlic. It is garlic butter after all, I've already mentioned, so. A bit of creaminess. There we go. That should be good enough. It's all nicely melted. A little taste of the such now. Oh yeah, that is really good. The richness, the garlic flavor, the veggies. Oh, that's good. Alright. I'm gonna start getting a plate out. I'm gonna try and make this look like, not Michelin style, but make it look real pretty. Alright, just gonna let this pasta cook a bit more. It's almost there. I'm gonna do a real quick test though, a real quick taste test on the pasta. How'd I do? Definitely just ate pasta. Alright. One last cut. I'm gonna cut our garnishing basil here. Since it's more last minute. Basil bruises very quickly and browns very quickly. It is best to do it last moment. So, or nearing last moment. There we go. Alright, the pasta's gone to a boil. It's now reached the top. So now, I'm gonna just get it all into the pan. A little bit of it was crumbly, but that is just because of the not the water, but me unfortunately making it very wet, that pasta dough. So it crumbled a bit more, but there we go. Lovely, wonderful, indubitably. Just gonna mix it all together with my pair of tongs here. There we go. Yeah, a bit more tomato, a bit more body would have made this a lot nicer. But I'm not too picky. This is just gonna be my lunch, and I'm gonna be happy. Alright. Let's see, can I do the nice looking thing where you twirl it together? Never was good at this part here. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I need a ladle, but I only have this small little guy. Yeah, that's not gonna really turn out too well. Oh, thank you. Thank you for following. Thank you, Linsky. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. Yup. On it goes. Oh jeez, this is a big plate of pasta. Ooh, Right. Anyways, fresh basil. Yep. And it needs just one more thing. Yeah, the endless struggle for aesthetics, but there is also an endless war against laziness that I have, especially since I'm at home. I and I also know that I'm just cooking this for myself. I want to make it look pretty, but at the same time, I kind of do acknowledge that I don't think I don't need to try too hard. If I was cooking for my parents, different story. But I'm only cooking for myself here. Anyways, I got some nice Parmesan. I'm gonna do some nice, freshly grated Parmesan on top. There we go. Okay, the cleanup doesn't look too bad. I'm also gonna just give a little bit of cracked black pepper as well. I like myself some good old cracked black pepper. And there we go. Spaghetti bolognese with fresh pasta. Alright, I'm gonna take a picture of this. Looks good. Good enough to eat. Okay, I'm gonna really quickly do some real quick maintenance in the sense that I'm just gonna clear up my area and I'm gonna move stuff real quick. I'm gonna send you guys on the BRB screen, so give me a few moments and I will get back to you guys, okay? Okay, be right back, guys.
And we're back. Sorry that took so long. Alright. So here I have the oh shoot. Here I have the pasta bolognese, the spaghetti bolognese I've made. I think it's pretty good. I think it's so good I think I should eat it, no? So alright. Ooh, it looks good. Alright. Here I go. Oh. Mm. Oh yeah, this is so good. Mm. Hmm. Wait, hold on. Let me just get a real quick another bite so I can actually really describe what's going on in my mouth. Cause like, there's a lot of good flavor, but all I can really say is like it's so good. It's so fresh and hold on. It's nice and salty from the cheese and the ingredients. There's a bit of freshness. Like you can very much tell everything is fresh. Go figure. You can taste the nice floral and very basil-y notes from the fresh basil. Parsley adds a nice visual. The beef and stuff itself tastes really good. The tomato really punches through. Nice caramelized tomato flavor. And that's not even talking about the pasta. The pasta is just perfectly al dente. Not too it's not overcooked. It is perfectly al dente. It's just perfectly cooked, the pasta. It has a nice nice bit of, I don't know how to say it. I think like drag is the best way to say it. Cause it definitely holds what little sauce there is. And it really makes the noodle taste really, really beefy, tomatoey, and all that sort of stuff. The sauce is also just very balanced. Nice rich flavors from the garlic butter. Oh, and that's not even talking about the nice pleasantries of the flavor of the garlic too. My god. Mm. Ooh, yeah. This is a really good plate of bolognese pasta. Well, I think we're probably gonna end stream just how it is today. Because I want to go eat this food now. I just want to completely go eat. I'm just really hungry. I didn't eat anything today. No, I had an apple today. That was my breakfast, but oh, I want to tuck in and just like eat this and then go like go work out a bit and then just go like pass out on the couch. So I got my day planned. But tomorrow, I think we're gonna have to change schedule a bit. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the stream of Valorant. I'll probably push it back another day, but I'll probably figure out something else for us to do. I'll figure out something else to do tomorrow, okay? Keep an eye out for tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream might change a bit, but we are going to go raid on Twitch side. We're gonna go raid Miss Dollops. So yeah. Anyways, I don't want to talk too much more. I want to go eat food. So, thank you all for tuning in today's stream. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you spending your time with me. But I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, and or evening. And that's it. That's all for today. Thank you all for tuning in today. I hope you have a good one. And, yeah. See you around. See you around tomorrow. Maybe. Anyways. Otsuki Chi, everyone. And ciao. Bye-bye.